1, James Harden.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Only 4 games left of the regular season. Let's see how the West is shaping up. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They're clinging on to the final playoff spot in the conference, trying to improve their position if possible. And checking out New Orleans, they're a ways down in the standings.
Checking out the Pelicans, one thing they don't have to worry about is having enough vacation time this offseason. They're not getting anywhere near the playoffs.
And there will be players on the move once this season is over. You can count on that. They have to make wholesale changes, and the front office knows it.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And Grant for the visitors in this one, currently on their Southern California trip, taking on both the Los Angeles teams here in consecutive games.
And it's good scheduling to get both these games knocked out in one trip. That way they can stay at the same hotel, practice at the same gym, and don't have to worry about travel.
Now here's Alvarado. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Hawkins. Alvarado outside. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Hawkins can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Clippers. Outside Harden. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A smart play by James Harden gets his advantage to draw the contact. He's made a living at the free throw line, guys.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And so Brown will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Yeah, they eked that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Here's Powell. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. And there's a pick. Zubats passes to Leonard. And the three-pointer goes.
They think that's a shot they can give Kawhi. They are dead wrong. This guy worked methodically to build that three-point shooting.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
And here's New Orleans now, following the score by Los Angeles. Now here's Alvarado, defended by Harden. Outside, Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Screen by Olynyk. Brown against Leonard. Brown can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Leonard passes to Harden. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Yeah, James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. For the Clippers, Ben Simmons is checked in for Zubats. And it's Jones in for Dunn. Reeves is checked in for New Orleans. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Alvarado, left side. Here's Messi. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws tonight. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A minute 4 left now in the first quarter. Leonard for 3. The Pelicans pull it in. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Down low. Here's Simmons. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Pelicans trail by 6. Outside Reeves. Harden against Payton. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
At 6'10" with excellent hops, Ben Simmons makes that look easy.
Here's Payton. He's scoreless. Outside Reeves. Fires from deep. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Pelicans trail by 5. It's Jones at power forward with Zubats at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Here's Simmons after the basket by New Orleans. Zubats finds Bogdanovic. That three's off the mark. Here's Kane. Still no points. Outside Payton. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because when you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much defensively to protect the rim, be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Los Angeles. To the right side, 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. A nice shot by Hawkins.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Simmons against Payton. Outside Simmons. Zubats with a screen on Payton to the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Well, Zubats always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
For the Clippers, Leonard's checked in for coffee. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Harden in for Ben Simmons. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Leonard against Brown. Screen by Olynyk. 6 on the shot clock. Brown against Leonard. Fires from the line. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Yeah, Bruce Brown's got tremendous touch in that mid-range area, doing work.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. No problems knocking that one down. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Brown, a screen on Harden. Harden against Payton. Pass to Robinson Earl. Brown looking around. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
Great communication on defense in that one. They worked really well as a unit to frustrate the offense.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Harden against Payton. Zubac with a screen on Payton. Outside Harden. Leonard for 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Leonard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Harden against Payton. Over Harden. Payton, no good. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us a great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drumline. They're measuring up the shot. Oh! Almost had it. Yeah, let's hear it for the participant.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Clippers.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Now here's Alvarado. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. So for the Pelicans right now, they've got Jose Alvarado. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Messi in at the 5. Here's Hawkins. 6-point game. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds now. Done left side. They swipe it. Here's Hawkins. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Harden with it. Guarded now by Alvarado. Now Zubats. Outside Harden. Shot clock at 6. Softly drops in the floater. Harden's got 9.
This is one of the specialty shots in James's arsenal. This guy with the teardrop floater, good night.
Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Messi. Outside, Brown. Olynyk with a screen on Powell. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Second shot opportunity. Hawkins can't get it to go.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
It's tipped. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
If you're going to foul Ivica Zubats, you better really foul him. This guy's got great strength.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for LA, Ivica Zubats. One shot.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubats' growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And check out who's coming onto the court right now. Time to get excited for your Clippers.
All right, let's check out the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the teams that'll pick your pocket. In third, the Clippers.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Pass to Hawkins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike. Here's Harden. 9 points in the game. Powell outside. Pass to Leonard. 1:57 left in the third. Zubats. Good. Zubats has got 7 points.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Now here's Alvarado, defended by Harden. Here's Hawkins. That's tipped. Done with a steal. And they're on the break. Up the floor. The finish! Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Now here's Alvarado, defended by Harden. Alvarado, the pass to Hawkins. Tipped away. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Here's Misi. And at last, they get one to fall.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Here's the 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hawkins, defended by Dunn. Hawkins can't get it to go.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Kawhi slam! Wow!
Kawhi all business right now. Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
Alvarado outside. Screen by Olynyk. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top. They lead by 13. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Keep attacking, all right? Ty, come on, be aggressive, all right? Let's move the ball, let's swing the ball, move body, drive and kick, all right?
Staying focused on the task at hand. Coach Lue urging his guys on.
Yeah, all about focus and how you execute. When this team is playing together, they're dangerous.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Bogdan Bogdanović is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Simmons in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Dunn with it. Payton covering. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, you love the physicality from Chris Dunn. He's willing himself to the stripe thanks to the way he goes straight into the defense on that shot.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Robinson Earl with the bucket.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
And here's Leonard. Double team on Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Let's go with a 3. And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Pelicans trail by 14. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So for the Clippers, Zubats, he's checked in for Simmons. Norm Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Harden in for Bogdanović. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Leonard for 3. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 12. Pass to Alvarado.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Misi. He's guarded by Zubats. Here's Hawkins. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Here's Leonard. Kawhi, too strong inside.
We've seen this script before. Kawhi Leonard starts early and continues throughout the course of the night. Defense is in for a long haul.
Up top, Alvarado, defended by Harden. And Alvarado gets it to go.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Leonard for three. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Now here's Alvarado. He's covered closely. Pass to Brown. And the shot's good.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's New Orleans. 11-point game. Hawkins, the pass to Olynyk. And here's Alvarado. Right side, Olynyk. Alvarado outside. Here's Messi. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
The Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
James, congratulations on a big win, but I ask you this. Where does this team need to continue to grow?
Our backbone, what we're going to rely on is our defense, and it's on us now defensively to be able to lock up, be able to communicate, and be able to sustain it for full quarters. And once we get that at a high level and consistently, it's going to be a problem.
Thanks, James. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.